Alright, Cancer, here we go. This is an energies update for the sign of Cancer, the hot spot of this connection cycle. Fastest moving connection, most powerful of the connections, most people suffering. There we go, Cancer, energies update. It's a general reading, it may or may not resonate with you. It's for mid-November technically, although I'm not doing mid-months here, I'm doing energy updates. But either way, it's for now, right? It's right now. It's a general reading, it may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. I always say that. It's very interesting that I say that. You found it for a reason. That's very cool. This reading is technically timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I did a series of tweets the other day. They got buried a little bit after I did my all signs reading. And when I talked about the reset, I said, I figured it out. I got it. I got it. Everything is resetting back to the beginning of the cycle, which was around the end of 2019. We'll call it November 2019, but technically it started to bleed in August, September 2019, etc., etc. Anyway, and it doesn't matter when you met your person. It doesn't matter when you run into a burning building. You're in it. You're in the cycle, okay? It doesn't matter. I had a few people say, well, I met my person 3 weeks ago and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. If you run into a burning building after it's already on fire, you're in the burning building, okay? You know, it is what it is. You're part of the cycle. Welcome. People come and go throughout the cycle. The cycle's 12 years generally. Anyway, that series of tweets I talked about, I added some things to what I said on the video. Things that I should have said on the All Signs video. And one of the things I added was this isn't just about the soulmate cycle. This is a redo of 2020. And you're going to start seeing that on the news or in blogs. People are going to be talking about 2022 is sort of our redo of 2020, the year that got canceled, kind of a thing like that. It benefits the soulmate cycle because it resets it, it gives you the second chance. But this is about millions, if not a billion or more people manifesting a redo of 2020. Because 2020, while it was beneficial for some, it ruined the lives of many people. And that's really ironic, I find, because at the beginning of the year, when I read the energy, every year at the beginning of the year for my friends, I give a prediction of what the year is going to be. And at the beginning of 2020, at the end of 2019, I read the energy of the incoming year, and I called it the Great Perhaps. And I called it that because the energy of 2020, it was ripe for being one of the best years any of us had ever had. And it got completely carked. It just got completely derailed. Nobody saw the virus coming. I'm not a fucking psychic. I don't have a crystal ball. I just read energy. The energy was there for 20. That's what made it so frustrating. The energy of 2020 was there for it to be one of the best years any of us ever had. And some people did still have it anyway. But it got canceled. It was a popular hashtag on Twitter, the year that got canceled, right? Something like that. Anyway. My prediction for that year was the Great Perhaps. My prediction that I gave my friends, because I wasn't on YouTube yet, and so you don't know, for 2021 was somewhere in a fairy tale. I always give it a little, almost like a title, like a movie title or something like that, right? Or a song title, whatever. Somewhere in a fairy tale. And this year, 2021, and I made that prediction in around October 2020, and this year was somewhere in a fairy tale. For a lot of you with your soulmate connection, it is kind of like a little fairy tale, isn't it? In the part just before the, you know, it looks like everything's going bad kind of a thing. That sort of moment in the fairy tales. For me, it was certainly a fairy tale with Steve's Love Tarot. No marketing, no anything. I attract 52,000 people to a channel. I thought 6 would be watching at most. You know, that kind of thing. It's kind of a fairy tale a little bit, you know. I'm going to make my prediction for 2022 because I already did a month ago for my friends. Long before I knew that, I mean, I knew about Back to the Future and the energy, but I didn't know why it was there. I figured out why it was there. The universe was giving us clues of what its plan was, and its plan was, I'm going to grant a manifestation of 1 billion people to give you a redo of 2020. A month ago, I made a prediction. My title for 2022 is Unfinished Symphony. It's about unfinished business getting wrapped up. Stuff that should have happened in 2020 is going to happen in 2022. People are going to return. People are going to come back. You're going to see it in other people's readings. You're going to see it on the news. People are going to be talking about, oh, and you heard it here first, right? Somebody else is going to take credit for all this. I know I get watched by other YouTubers and they take my shit and they pretend it's their stuff that they're doing. I figured out that. Yeah, you didn't figure out shit, motherfucker. But I don't care. I'm here to teach people things. I don't care what happens to the information after I say it. It's fine. I ain't looking for credit. 2022 is unfinished symphony, okay? 2020 was the great perhaps, and it sure turned out that way. 2021 was somewhere in a fairy tale, and it sure as fuck has been. 2022 is unfinished symphony. It's about unfinished business, and what I hold here in my hand is my pre-shuffle. And it's the absolute epitome. I wasn't going to give this dissertation at the beginning of this video, but this fucking pre-shuffle blew my goddamn mind. Alright? So y'all know from my reading, from my mid-month overview for all signs, that the energy is resetting back. A manifestation is being granted to the collective. It's a redo of 2020. Okay? It's basically for you in the soulmate cycle resetting. That second chance that your person's been manifesting, or you've been manifesting, is here. Have you grown? Have you learned? Well, I hope the fuck so, because right here in my pre-shuffle, when I ask about the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer, and I pull on the DM side, the runner side, if you will, whichever that is for you, most of you it's the DM side, I get an Ace of Wands as my bottom card. This is a very important card. This is the universe's first message to me. Ace of Wands, Steve. New beginning. Unfinished symphony. Unfinished business. A do-over. A redo. It's the fucking card of it. Right here. And underneath it is the star. Something that didn't happen. That was supposed to happen. Has the opportunity to happen. It's here. It got delayed. There was a blip. There was all kinds of chaos in the world. Forced separations and all that kind of stuff. Star. Underneath the star is the Six of Wands. Transformation. Victory. It's a card of communication. Underneath that, I just keep going. Underneath that is the Ace of Cups. You believe this pre-shuffle? Look at this. Ace of Wands. Star. Six of Wands. Ace of Cups. Love that wasn't given. It's held on to on both sides. There's equal amounts of love on both sides here. Equal. Wasn't given. And this can apply, you know, if you're like, I'm out, Steve, I'm done with my DM. Fine, this can apply to just your life. This is the year that didn't get to happen, 2020. It didn't get to happen. It was canceled for most people. And for some, it was devastating. They lost fortunes. Okay? And people's lives. Let's not forget that. It's right here. That represents that too. And what's underneath that? Justice. It's a fucking unfinished business. It is the absolute, everything I predicted about 2022 a month ago. You know, the universe gives me clues. It gives all of us clues. I couldn't figure out why Back to the Future was in the energy. Did it just pertain to your person wanting to fix something? Why is it there? Why was the whole cycle retrograde? Why? I asked myself every day, and I asked the universe, and it wouldn't tell me. Until I pulled that all signs reading, and I realized what the fuck the fickle old gal was doing. A clever old gal, too. And a horny one. But, yeah, look at this. And justice. And just for fun, I wouldn't go this far normally. But under justice is the Four of Wands. It's a happy new beginning. I got Four of Wands bookending the Ace of Wands, or I've got justice bookending it in my standard kind of amount I'd go in. It all makes sense. The universe has been giving us clues since September when Back to the Future popped up in the energy. Right? It's been giving us clues. And then I said the cycle went retrograde. I hadn't seen that since the 1995, late 95 cycle. I hadn't seen that. I'm like, why is the cycle retrograde? Well, the cycle's retrograde so that the whole fucking thing is resetting. And it's right here. I saw it a little bit on the new moon reading with the Scorus new moon, the way it was tied. We were getting ready for some kind of big reboot. And on your person's side, they can't spy on you. They can't find you in the 3D. And if they do, if you're with them every day, they don't see you accurately. Meaning you might be happy and smiling, but they see sad. Or you might be sad, but they see happy and smiling. The universe can manipulate, the 5D can manipulate the 3D very easily. It's a joke. Okay? So, that's where we're at, Cancerians. Alright? I'm shuffling the deck right now. We're going to pull ourselves one fucking hell of a reading, because that was one fucking hell of a pre-shuffle. That backs up everything I said to you at the beginning of this video, and it backs up everything I said to you on yesterday's All Signs Monthly Overview for mid-November. It's fucking amazing. It is. You're going to wake up in the morning on November 20th, okay? Around that time, 20th, 21st, maybe around the time the sun goes into Sagittarius on the 21st. You're going to wake up, and energetically speaking, it's going to be November 2020. I could technically recall the year, the great perhaps, like I called 2020 before I knew about COVID. The energy of 2020 was right for it to be one of the best years we ever had. I was very excited in November of 2019 for 2020. I was very excited. Very disappointed. It was indeed the great perhaps. Perhaps. Maybe was my alternate title for it. Maybe. Well, unfinished symphony, kids. Here we go. So my card before the cut, which is coming right now, is why the fuck we're here. All that shuffling I just did, Cancer, all of it, is the Four of Wands, is why the fuck we're here before the cut. It came back. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of repeat cards from the pre-shuffle. Not because I'm a shit shuffler. I'm not. I'm very good. But we've been seeing a lot of repeat cards from the pre-shuffle lately. But today I think it's going to be on crack, or at least it might be. I don't know. Because obviously we're in the middle of a reset as we build up to the eclipse. Coming later in the week. Friday here at my house, maybe Thursday at your house. I don't know. Either way, here we go. What comes after the Four of Wands? Oh, this is going to be a fucking hell of a reading, I'll tell you what. The Knight of Pentacles. It's a stop. It's the same message I got in the reading yesterday, the All Signs Overview for mid-November. This is not forward movement, this is stop. Everything is like, hey, oh, what's that song, Buffalo Springfield? Stop right there. People look around. You know, some kind of song from a band called Buffalo Springfield ringing in my head right now. Everybody stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going around. It's that moment where everybody stops and looks around. I picture like a bunch of prairie dogs poking their head up and looking around. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing, the energy. It really is. It's not a bad Knight of Pentacles. It's actually very good. It's a chance to redo it. It's a chance to stop, regroup, and here's your second chance. Have you learned anything? Have you learned? Have both sides learned? Has anybody learned anything? Because this is it. This is the second chance. This is a chance to redo the whole connection, and it showed up in the pre-shuffle, and I cannot fucking believe it. That is like a fairy tale pre-shuffle right there. But it is a pre-shuffle that represents an unfinished symphony. Unfinished business is really the message there. Would be the alternate title. Let's shuffle the deck for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's give it a final shuffle. Let's pull ourselves a reading, universe. Give me a reading. It knows what I mean by that. Give me a reading from the angle of Cancer on the soulmate cycle. Right here, right now. We'll call it mid-November. This reading probably stretches right up through the beginning of December kind of time frame. I'm not a time lord, like I always tell you. Yeah. Here we go. You ready? You hungry? Are you? Because I got some Burger King food here. I got the King of Wands. Well, what's fueling this? What's underneath there? The Four of Pentacles. Yes, it's going to make somebody really nervous. The energy right now, somebody's really nervous. This is fear. The Four of Pentacles. They don't want to lose you. They don't want to come towards you. What this person wants is they want their cake and eat it too. Whoever I'm pulling on here, I assume it's the runner. Roles can still be reversed, but for Cancer readings, I'm pretty good about telling the energies apart. Somebody wants the cake and eat it too, is what I got here. They want you and they don't want you. They want an aspect. It's sort of like a reboot. If you were going to do a second chance with somebody, like you were married and you all fought, and then you got separated and divorced, and then you got back together, you would want to. This is a person who, rather than talk about the issues and resolve them so we can start fresh, wants to just sort of glaze over the issues, pretend they never happened, and let's just do again. Let's just start again. That's not really what the reboot is about. The reboot isn't, and I predicted the reboot on the new moon reading. I just didn't realize it was a reboot all the way back to the beginning of the cycle. This is a full-on fucking reboot. Even though it's a partial eclipse, that doesn't matter. The energies around it force this to happen. It's somebody who might want to just do a let's start over kind of thing, but you need to talk about what happened. And the King of Wands doesn't understand that. King of Wands, male or female, is fluffy. It's the Burger King. It's the Burger King aspect of the out of balance emperor. So this whole reading is about Burger King. Okay? All right. Okay then. Right here is the energy around the connection. Right here is how your person feels. Right here is how they feel about you and their soul. Not what they show you, not what they tell you. Because that's all bullshit. Right here is the hidden energies, what the universe wants you to know through me, and I'm going to tell you. Right here it's red with the energy of the connection, and right here is the potential final outcome. I can't predict free will. I sure as fuck can't predict what the King of Wands is going to do free will-wise. They'll tell you anything. They make you think anything is possible, the King of Wands. It's all fine, let's just start over. Don't worry about it. It's cool. You know, it's fine. No, it isn't cool. By the way, if I have my radio voice today, it's because it's very dry here. 20% humidity here today. Whenever it gets dry, I get a nice KSLT 69.69 radio voice. So here we go. I'll clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet you're sweet. And they are sweet. Cancer asses. There's going to be a link for an extended in the description. And I strongly suggest, I don't pump, I don't push them. I don't care. Get it if you want. They're for me. But I'm going to do some wicked voodoo here. Because that pre-shuffle scared the shit out of me, and I'm the guy sitting here doing the reading. The energy around that was just fucking mind-blowing, based on everything we've talked about here. Alright, energy around the connection. What comes first? Let's go. Oh my God. Yeah, there's definitely going to be an extended. The energy here is mind-blowing. I don't have words, Cancer. I don't. What's happening right now is off the hook. Okay? Judgment. This is hands down for me, if not the most, top 3 most powerful cards to land here in the energy of a connection. It is the card of, it is the major arcana card of a fucking reboot. Come on, think about it. Cancer. I should just stop this video. I want to just come to your house and shake you. I tell you, do you understand what just happened? Everything I just told you up to this point just got fucking completely validated by the fact the energy around the connection is the fucking reset, is judgment, it's a resurrection, it's a second chance. It's right there. This is what's happening. Okay? Unfucking real. This reading is unreal. Okay. Gotta have it their way. Okay. Puffing themselves up like this little cobra here. Right? He's really a skinny little snake, but he puffed themselves up. They make you believe anything. Don't worry about it. We'll just glaze over the fact that I ran from you. It's perfectly fine. I won't run again. Okay. I don't believe that. Any more than I believe this motherfucker won't bite me. There's a reason cobras don't make good pets. Okay? Right here is right here how they feel in their emotions. 9 of Cups. Holy shit. When this card falls here, you're all they're feeling. It's in this, this person, every card has an implication. You can't have light without shade. When this card falls in their emotions section, the center of my reading, it implies that they're not happy. And they want to, what will make them happy is this, the reboot with you. And again, it's the great pretender here. Big puffy snake, everything. I'm fine, I make a great pet. You make a great pet, do you? Do you? You got poison, neurotoxin running through you? It's not like a rattlesnake, that's hemotoxin. You just bleed out with that. With you, you go paralyzed and die. No time to get to the hospital with you. You make a good pet. My ass you do. Can't find you at Petco. They know that you're the emotional contaminant. They're sitting right now, stubbornly sitting in discontent with a cobra. Maybe they're the cobra. Maybe they're with a cobra. I don't know. How do they feel about you in their soul? Not what they show you, not what they tell you. Because trust me, that's bullshit. Just like that hood making him look bigger is bullshit. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, that's it. It's time for Steve Hand. Are you fucking kidding me? Empress. This reading is on crack, okay? If you're here and you don't appreciate what's happening, you don't appreciate this reading and the stuff that I'm throwing down here, I mean, you can't comprehend it or something, just shut your damn video off. Your energy's going to jam me up, okay? Honest to fucking God. It's the Empress. How do they feel about you? They see you. You're reflecting in their soul as pure Empress energy. Meaning, it's what I told you earlier. Again, I hate to keep doing this. Rewind. I told you earlier. Okay? First of all, I read the energy, not cards for the new people. Cards are just pretty pictures that back me up. I said, even if you're with your person, they can't spy. They can't find you in the 3D. The 5D is manipulating the 3D. Even if you're with your person every day, they're seeing you differently than how you're behaving. They're seeing you the way the universe wants them to see you. Okay? If you're sad, they're seeing you happy. If you're happy, they're seeing you sad. Whatever it is the universe wants. This card here tells me the universe, you're reflecting in their soul as pure Empress energy. In other words, you're the shit. You are the fucking Nine of Cups. And the energy of the connection is the universe. Major arcana, God, source, the universe, anything, everybody, Loki, I don't fucking care. Thor, all of them, the Hulk, Superman, a whole fucking lot of them right here. Second chance. It's a reboot. This fucking computer's going down and coming back up. And when it comes back up, you look at the clock in the lower right corner or upper right, or if you've got a Mac or whatever, and it says November 2019 on it. You're reflecting as full Empress. What's the universe want you to know? What the fuck is the universe trying to say? It's going to tell us right here. It's red with judgment, where it's already told us. Hey Steve, you're right. That's the hey Steve, you're right, upright. This just confirmed everything. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. It's coming to somebody who was breadcrumbing is coming back. A person from the past coming into the present to affect the future. Someone breadcrumbed your ass. They took off. Of course they did. This does not make a good pet. It's a cobra. Of course they're going to. They don't make a good pet. Your person didn't make a good pet before. They're not a good pet. Now they want to balance things out. Everything's trying to balance. We already saw justice in the pre-shuffle. Everything's trying to balance here. It's rebooting back. Someone who breadcrumbed, the universe's message is clear here. Someone who breadcrumbed wants to give you a whole loaf. Right here, and the universe is fixing to make that happen. Right here, they know where their happiness is. It's still minor arcana. Minor arcana. So this is, major, bad pet, and minor. In the positions of your person, and the message from the universe here, in the position of your person in the center, it's minor arcana. We're bound by their free will. The universe agreed by giving me a minor arcana here. It did not throw a major arcana. So again, you're reflecting this pure Empress energy that's irresistible. Okay, it's beautiful. You're their everything, Lorraine. Right? You're their density. Right? That kind of thing. And it's bookending judgment. So the major arcanas are in the right place, and the minor arcanas are in the right place, because I'd be real surprised to see a major arcana here with your person. I'd be very surprised. I know this energy, okay? And it's not a good pet. All right. Puffing itself up and shit. Right here, on sale this week, Cobras. Okay. I'm gonna go get one. Final outcome, potential final outcome. Red with 9 of Cups. They know where, I'll say it again, they know where their bread is buttered. Okay, you butter, the Empress butters some bread, let me tell you. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's not a fucking shocker. 2 of Pentacles. It's got the butterfly transformation on it. Again, We get this message a lot lately if you've been watching my readings. It's a final outcome. And again, we're going to clarify, so calm the fuck down. All right? Put your pants on. Relax. No, actually take them off. It's fine. You got your cancers. You got fine asses. They have to make a decision. We'll see if they will. It's just the universe backing up, saying, hey, if they come in, here's your second. The second chance is here. Are they ready? Are they a cobra, or have they been defanged? I don't know yet. Let's clarify. I got to decide what I'm doing here. Okay. We're going to clarify with the big light seer deck. All right? Let's do it. Judgment. Why is it here? Why is judgment here? As if I haven't already explained it for the first 5 minutes of the damn video. But this is why judgment is here. Unbelievable that judgment fell there. That's unbelievable. Okay? I'm sorry. That's a fucking mic drop. As a tarot reader, a card drop, whatever. Judgment. Tell me about it. Okie dokie. Universe giving me an answer here. King of Wands, right? Crossing it. King of Wands, yeah. Motherfucker. It's the cobra. It's the cobra in human form. It's they gotta have it their way. This person is so stubborn. Ego, pride. God damn. Honest to God. It's just the affecting energy. But it's a second chance. What I mean by that is what the universe is saying here. This is second chance. That's the message around the card. It's a second chance for the Burger King to get their shit together. All right? And underneath him is the sun. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Is the sun. It's happiness. But pride and ego won't let this person see that happiness. Will it now? I don't know. This is like this whole reading. This whole thing right now with this reboot, right back to the beginning of the cycle, the end of 2019, is literally like a cliffhanger on a TV show where they leave it at the end of season 1, right? They leave it at the end, the person's about to peril. Will they see, and then you come back in season 2 and you see what happens. That's where we're at right now. We're in the summer in between the 2 seasons where the universe is like, I don't know, will this asshole smarten up or not? I have no idea. Let's pull the top cards. Oh, yeah, the 8 of Cups. That makes sense. And the Hanged Man. Will this asshole smarten up? I just said it, and it just came out in cards. Okay, I'm sorry. I freak myself out sometimes. I don't have any ego about this shit. I'm as blown away as anybody else. Yeah. Yeah. And for some of you, they need to walk away from something that they've been stubbornly sticking with. That doesn't make them happy. Remember I said the King of Wands isn't happy. There's an implication with that 9 of Cups. You make them happy. You're the judgment right here. These 2 cards are tied together. You're the judgment. Because everything's connected. That's why. All the cards are tied together. We're all tied together. Everything is energy. So for some of you, they need to walk away from something. But either way, even if they don't, even if your person's not with someone, the Burger King needs to get a new perspective. And we're in the summer between seasons. Will they or won't they? I don't know. Let's find out here. Why is the 9 of Cups here? Why is the 9 of Cups here? Motherfucker. Unreal reading. This fucking Cancer readings are always off the chain anyway, but this is fucking ridiculous. I mean, the universe just throwing me data here. I got a lot of data. I could make this a 4-hour video. I'm not going to do that, I promise you. I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit, but Jesus Christ. There's so much data here in front of me. I don't even know what to say when I pull a card. Why is the 9 of Cups here? I just got done talking about so much data in front of me, and I get the card of the Akashic record itself, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I mean, literally, they know this. They know that you're the Nine of Cups, that you're the emotional fulfillment. But it's a question of will the fucking Burger King, because that's what was crossing here, this this King of Cups. Again, I'm calling it a knight by accident because they're a little boy or girl trapped in in an adult's body for sure. Will they get it together? Will they come toward, look, she walking toward the Nine of Cups, male or female, walking away from Eight Cups toward the light, toward the Nine of Cups. Your person needs to do that. We got the light on both cards here. The Nine of Cups is the next card. You smelling what I'm cooking? You understand that this reading is spectacular, right? This is, the universe is giving us clear messages here. And I'm not saying I'm so tired of people writing in thinking I have some kind of ego or something. I don't. Okay? I'll be honest with you. I think I'm shit. Okay? Not the shit. It's not about my ego. It's about, this always blows my mind because I always learn when I do this stuff. Okay? The fact of the matter is there's no ego here. It's mind-blowing to me that the universe is being this clear. If it's being this clear, because the universe, she's a fickle old gal. She likes to be vague. If it's being this clear, there's a reason for it. And I think this is going somewhere. Why is the Nine of Cups here? You. It's you. They know it's you. The King of Pentacles, you always come up as King of Pentacles in my readings, Cancer. Your stability. You represent stability and long term for this person. You're the shit. You are irreplaceable. It's you. Every word that comes out of my mouth as I read the energy is getting backed up by the cards each time they fall. I said, with the Ace of Swords here, they know that you're their Nine of Cups. And then I told you about the two lights here. We talked about walking toward the Nine of Cups, and you show up as the first card here. Alright? It's your energy attached to this card. And again, if one fucking person emails me to say, well, Cancer is a water sign. This is not fucking astrology, motherfucker. This is, I am reading energy. I don't want to hear one fucking horoscope from anybody. I don't fucking care if Cancer is water energy. This is the energy of the static. This is who I'm reading for. Cancer's been coming up as this from the beginning here in my readings. It's a card that represents stable energy. It's an earth energy. I'm not a fucking astrologer. I wouldn't want to be. The energy tells me far more than a fucking horoscope. Page of Cups. Right here. Right after it. You make them feel small. That's why they're not coming in. They know it's you. They know. Crossing. Ace of Swords. They know it's you that makes the Nine of Cups. They know they have to walk towards this. They know that they need to get their shit together. They know they can't have it their way. Right? The Burger King. But with a Page of Cups falling here next to you, this is you, this is them. Emotionally, you make them feel tiny. And you know what? They're right to feel that way. But it's the universe's fault right now. And I'm not going. I don't like blaming the fickle guy. I'm going to get punched by the universe later today. It's going to be like windy and it'll blow a branch in my face or something. I know I'm going to get smacked, and I'm sorry. I will. But this is the universe's fault because the energy has you reflecting as pure Empress energy. Alright? Pure Empress energy. I'm talking about like me on my walks with the Pied Piper. I'm trying to be alone and like a line of people follow me. Excuse me, we'd like to say hello to you. Hello, hi. Get the fuck away from me, motherfuckers. Right? It's right here. It's pure Empress energy. That's how you're reflecting in their soul. And also you represent to this person the King of Pentacles, which everybody loves. This king is a beautiful energy. It's one of the best aspects, if not the best aspect, of a balanced emperor. And this. Okay, they feel this. Which is why they puff themselves up like a fucking cobra does. The cobra does this to scare away prey. It doesn't want to bite. It doesn't want to waste its venom. It takes energy for it to regenerate venom. It only wants to bite if it has to. Still don't make a good pet, but it only wants to bite if it has to. So it puffs itself up to make itself look bigger, because it's really not a big, round, fat snake. It's not that big of a deal. The little tiny thing down here, up here, it's the shit. This person needs to puff themselves up to come in. That's why they show up as the King of Wands, is what I'm trying to explain to you. He's a phony ass. He puffs himself in the mirror. You know, it's Carly Simons. He walks into the party like he was walking onto a yacht, right? And the parties and the projects. You know, it's like, why? This ain't no yacht, motherfucker. It's the projects. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you wearing an Armani suit? You know, that kind of thing. You know, it's like that. That's why they're like this. I want you to understand that. I want to make that very clear before I move on. So if anybody has any questions, please raise your hand. Okay. All right. The Empress. This is how they feel. This is how you're reflecting in their soul. I'm trying to give you a really good reading here, Cancer. All right. I am. I'm going to start doing these readings the way I want to do them. And this is the beginning of that, by the way. You know, where I explain as much stuff as possible. They might run a little long, but I'm sorry for people that don't like that. If you're this impatient, you're never going to learn about the universe or life around you anyway. You might as well just take off. You know, honestly. It is what it is. But I'm going to start doing these the way I want to. And I'm not listening to nobody else. I'm not taking any opinions. I'm not doing shit. If two people are left watching this video that want to learn something, I'll show them. I just explained to you why your person is the Burger King. In respect to you. Not why they're the Burger King in general. That's other things we've looked at before in the extended. But it's amazing. Empress. So you're reflecting as pure Empress energy to this person. Okay? The cross. Oh, I love tarot. The crossing card is the Eight of Swords. Yeah. But also, if I flip this, I've got a girl who's not fucked up. Male or female, it's a girl on the card. I got a girl who's not fucked up. She good. She could take care of herself. This person's got themselves all in their head about you. They have the potential to come towards you. Look what's under it. Look, my grocery store roses. The Knight of Cups is right here. They're worried about approaching you, and this backs up everything I just told you here. They have to puff themselves up because they feel this little boy is worried about coming to approach the King of Pentacles. Male or female, there's no genders here, right? I always give the analogy. It's the nerd in the Mr. Spock outfit, right? Going to ask out the cheerleader or something. I mean, you know, dude, out of your league. They feel like you're out of their league. Two of Swords, Sarah Gilbert. I said before, Sarah Gilbert is the most hated card. Darlene from Roseanne. Two of Swords, the most hated card for Cancers. You have a whole, I think, Cure for Cancer reading where we just went off on Sarah Gilbert. Sarah Gilbert is still stopping this person. Sarah Gilbert and Eight Swords. It's two swords, it's 8 swords, it's 10 swords. This person's getting in their own way. That's what that equals. They're getting in their own way. And pain, they need to do something. I need to see something here. I need to see something here. And they're not. It's 4 Pentacles. Pretty headdress. Your person wears a nice headdress. I really compliment this girl a lot on this card. I really like her. I do. I think she looks a little bitchy, like resting bitch face, but I like her. But that's what it is. It's resting bitch face, upright. It's fear. It's 10 swords of fear. It's 8 swords in their head, blindfold. They could just take the blind. Both of these girls are blindfolded. Okay? They're both in my basement. All right? Tied up with Amanda from Twitter. Anyway, yeah, tied up in the basement right here. They're both in there. They're getting in their own way, and it's causing inaction. Because it's not because they don't love you and they don't want to come towards you. They just feel small next to you. And I know a lot of you don't believe that. I don't believe that, Steve. You're thinking too human. You're thinking too much into 3D. This is soul energy here. This is way, way, way down. Okay? This is serious. This is way down. They don't know. They may make an excuse in the 3D as to why they're not coming towards you to themselves. Whether they tell you or not, they might make an excuse to them. Well, I don't want to, you know, they got ugly feet. I don't want to go, I'm not going to go with that. I don't know. They could be telling themselves anything, but this is the real reason. This is the real reason. It's a mismatch. It's an energy mismatch. So, there you do this. And that's why they have to have it their way. And that's why they're probably going to come in, if your person makes the decision, we'll see. And they're going to come in and try to glaze over things. It is because the energy itself, it feels like a reboot. It feels like the beginning again. Right? What's that Foreigner song? Feels like the first time. Right? Feels like the very first. That song. Yeah. It's like that. They're hoping for a restart here. But a restart doesn't mean letting go of the past. It just means, hey, can we try again? Yeah. If we clear up the shit from the past, yeah. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Why'd you give me this, universe? Why'd you give me this? For those of you that are impatient, we're almost done. Okay, calm down. Take it easy. I feel it in the energy. I know they're here. I don't give a fuck anymore. All right? I'm studying this connection, and Cancer is a very important sign to pull on. And I want my Cancers to know there's a lot of you suffering out there. I know. It's about half the reason I'm here. I told you that from the beginning. I got your back with the energy here. All right? I'm giving it to you straight. Because you're going to hear a whole bunch of other readings. I saw them out there. I took a peek around last night. Made me puke in my mouth a little bit. Somebody regrets it, and they're turning around and coming back. Oh man, there's so much more to the story than just the surface energy of someone regrets it and they're turning around. And, yeah, someone regrets it and they're turning around and coming back. There's your fucking reading. Go ahead and sit by your fucking phone, Cancer. And then be disappointed when it doesn't. Well, that reader said it happened. It was going to happen. And it didn't happen. I'll watch their reading next week. And it says the same thing. Someone's turning around and coming back. And then you get excited again. And by the time I got here to YouTube, some of you were so goddamn depressed from having every week someone telling you someone regrets it and they're turning around and coming back. I had to pick you up. I had to bang you for a whole fucking summer just to cheer you up. For fuck's sake. Six of Pentacles. Oh, there he is. Oh, God, this is fucking phenomenal. I don't even know what to do. I got two crossing cards. Oh, shit. Yeah. Page of, what the fuck is it? Page of Swords. It's the spying card. But it landed on the ground, it flew out of the deck and it landed on the ground like this. So it's kind of reversed. Technically, I'm just laying it down like that. They can't find you. And now someone who wants to give to you and wants a second chance can't find you. Even if you're walking right next to them, they don't see you how you really are. You're just reflecting. The Empress is blinding. Imagine you were in a field at night. It was dark. And this tree lit up all of a sudden in front of you. You'd be blinded, right? There's a whole song called Blinded by the Light, so it must be true. You'd be blinded. Yeah, your energy is blinding to this person. Okay? It is. Get yourself out of the 3D. I still feel the naysayers around here. Get yourself out of the 3D. Learn to separate yourself from yourself. There's a concept in philosophy about that. It's the concept of thinking about something, right? Or someone. Think about your person. And then think about while you're doing that, think about yourself thinking about your person. And you can do this for many layers out. It depends how fast your brain processor is and how good you are at separating yourself from yourself. Narcissists can't do this exercise. Narcissists cannot separate themselves from themselves. They only think of themselves. Your person, while not a full-blown narcissist in most of your cases, has a little narcissistic tendency within them. They have a hard time separating themselves from themselves. Yes, on some level, that's a definition of empathy, actually feeling what someone else feels, separating yourself from yourself, but it's different. It's a philosophical concept of thinking about yourself thinking. Okay? Think about that. Think about yourself thinking. You're thinking about something, and while you're thinking about it, you think about yourself thinking about it. It separates. It allows you to see things like a helicopter flying over. And you could do that as many times out as your brain will allow. Okay? Just so you know, I can go about 12. Okay? So don't tell me that your person doesn't feel this way. I'm not talking about your person as you know them. I'm talking about your person many fucking layers down, deep down. Whatever they tell themselves, whatever bullshit they say to themselves about why they're not coming towards you. You know, it doesn't matter. Oh, their apartment smells like rotten eggs. I don't. It's a stupid excuse. It's 3D. I don't give two fucks about the 3D. I haven't since I was 4 years old. In fact, I wanted out of it since then. Honest to God, I would rather live in the 5D any day of the week, because it's truth, it's love, it's honesty. All of it. It's real. This is all just nonsense. So your person's a bunch of nonsense. They're completely, the King of Wands is completely incapable of the philosophical concept that I just gave you. Okay? So, yeah, I'm sure they're showing you some bullshit. I'm sure they told you they don't like you and I don't want to talk to you. And you think they've completely forgotten about you. Well, that's because you're not separating yourself from yourself. If you do that, you go into your own soul and you'll know how they feel about you. I'm telling you, they can't find you and they're trying to. And how do I know that? Because of the actual bottom card. This flew out of the deck. The actual crossing card for our Six of Pentacles is Judgment. Again. Okay, it's a fucking mic drop. I'm sorry. It is. Oh. And look what's under it. Of all the cards to fall underneath Judgment, I think the Two of Wands is one of the most appropriate. It just happened to show itself. I'm just showing it to you. Right? She can't, look at her, she's looking out the window. They can't fucking find you. But it's resetting. They're feeling it. There's a lot of nostalgia in the energy. I don't have a Six of Cups yet. I don't need a Six of Cups. I got two Judgments. That's unreal. These two sections of cards are read together. It's unreal. Look at the color match too with Judgment, the Hangman, the Eight of Cups. Especially Judgment and the Hangman. There's a huge color match there for energy. It's mind-blowing, okay? It's fucking mind-blowing. So now, I need to take this card out because I need the top card, because this just flew out of the deck. This isn't part of my pull here. Chariot. Red with the Eight of Cups. There you are, Cancerian energy. Not Cancer. I'm not dealing with a Cancer. No. No. Cancerian energy. And the Queen of Swords. Listen. Let me put that back in the deck. This is the message from the universe here. They can't find you. Take my word for it. They're looking for you. They're blinded by the fact that you're the Empress. You're reflecting as the Empress in the soul. You make them feel small. Believe what you want to believe. I don't even care. I can't explain it any more than I already have. I even gave you a philosophical concept that you probably have to go to college to get and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars just for have some professor tell you the same damn thing I just told you for free. The Chariot and the Eight of Cups, right here, read together. It's a great big will they or won't they. This tells me they want to. The universe, this is the universe talking to us. It's separate, but it's read with these. They want to, with all of their being, okay? But they need to face some truths within themselves. The Hangman and the Queen of Swords tells me, and she's very pensive. Look at her. I know those fancy sandals get me every time, but they need to face some truths. They need to come to this conclusion on their own. The King of Wands, remember, was crossing here. Okay? So it's all about the King of Wands twice. The King of Wands crossing here. The King of Wands is our overall energy, and he's also crossing the energy of the connection as well. So he came out twice in a row, technically, you know, from two different decks. This person needs to get past this. A cobra does not make a good pet. You know, and it really is that kind of concept if you can get your head around it. They need to face some truths. Will they or won't they? Even the universe doesn't know. It's minor arcana in our potential final outcome. Two of Pentacles. It's red with these cards here where they already feel small. He's a fraidy cat. He might not ask out the cheerleader. Well, I've given up on my person. I don't think they're coming in. I don't even think they think about me. Well, then you're a fucking idiot. If that's what you think, you're fucking wrong. Dead wrong. Whether, I don't know if they're coming in either, but they are definitely feeling you. They know you exist. They know who you are. It's very real. And what they tell themselves is 3D energy. It's ego and pride. The King of Wands is ego and pride. It's Burger King. That fucking restaurant chain thinks they serve good food. They actually advertise it's delicious and all, they using words like adjectives like delicious and shit. It's not, in my opinion. Sorry, Shelly. She watching. She gonna smack me for that. In my opinion, you know, it's a whole bunch of bullshit. All right, don't you fall for it. You take that and know you had a profound effect on somebody. You changed somebody's life one way or another. You affected somebody's life. Most people go through in this world today, especially with the collective energy, being a bunch of narcissistic, selfie generation sociopaths, worried about being influencers instead of going out and being a farmer or doing something worthwhile in the world. No, they want to make $1 million a year pitching a fucking lipstick to somebody. You know, I use this lipstick. Really, they just used it 5 minutes before, and the only reason they used it is someone offered them $1 million to fucking use it. But and everybody falls for it, hook, line, and sinker. But the bottom line is, though most people don't affect anyone's life, other than on the superficial level, you've affected this person's life deep into the soul. It's important to understand that. That's something very special. That's something you should take, and that should make you yourself feel yourself in full-blown empress. Okay? It should. Because you're causing them to pause in their tracks and tell themselves stories about why they're not coming towards you. That's, you know, you're the cheerleader in this equation. Male or female, you're the head cheerleader. You know? And this little boy ain't got a chance. Male or female. Alright, here we go. Two of Pentacles. How's it here? The energy's very clear here. My God. Alright. Come on now. The universe doesn't even know what it's going to do. It's just making me shuffle in perpetuity here. Okay, universe, pick a fucking answer, will you? Okay. Jesus. It's basically the Fool. The crossing card here is the Page of Wands. I say in the Lightseer deck it's the same energy as the Fool. You just got to take my word for it. I don't give a fuck whether you do or not. That's how I read it. It is. It's the same energy as the Fool in this deck, and I don't care what the card means and all that kind of stuff. It's basically a Fool here. This person's either going to take a punch or take a flyer. It's two coming back and forth, and it goes through their mind a lot more than you realize. There's an infinity symbol here, and that infinity symbol on this card is a rainbow one. Okay? Doesn't mean your person's gay. They might be, but it's an infinity symbol that goes around and around in their mind over and over and over again. But I don't think you realize it. What the universe is saying with the butterfly here is it needs to transform into 3D. This is a lot of 5D for a minor arcana card. It's a lot. And I'm feeling that. And again, you got to just take my word for that. But certainly you can see the results in the 3D. Are you feeling them up on a couch right now? Are you too banging? No, you're not. It's a lot of, it's too much of this. Okay? What's on top? You ready? Let's hope your person's on top. I don't know. Well, the first card is red with you. The King of Pentacles. The shit. Right? You got my street name. As long as we're all clear. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's the Queen of Cups. Y'all know how I feel about redheads. Okay, everybody who comes here knows I got girls all over the world dyeing their hair red. Okay? I tell you what, I appreciate that. But the Queen of Cups, it's the most love one human being can feel for another. On the one side, there's the love, is what this is saying. Universe, and even put it on the red side. Look, it's the red side of the infinity symbol right there. On the one side, there's the love. Also, on a B side of that energy, I don't give a fuck what you say to me about what your person does or says to you. They are in love with you. You are the love of their life. If they fucked you off and chose somebody else or went in another direction, that's on them. And it is on them. Because look at them. You're reflecting as this empress, and they're sitting here with their pretty headdress on and resting bitch face. And they got all Darlene with from Roseanne, Two of Swords. I don't know what to do. And you know what's funny? The energy around the Two of Swords here also tells me there's a lot of fighting and bickering on their side in some way. It could be family, it could be work, it could be within themselves. Which is probably why they got a resting bitch face. To be perfectly honest with you. There's love here. On the one side, there's a lot of love for you. Now we go to the other side. This is them. So what are them, bad English, but whatever, what are them gonna do, as we might say? I haven't looked. I don't know. I'm gonna take a peek though. You're a fucking person, I'll tell you. It's the death card. It's up in the air. It's the reboot. Come on, motherfucker. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards here for the people that aren't going to the extended, I promise. But you just gotta let me do a fucking card drop here, folks. Okay, look at this. Look at Steve Head. He's fucking astonished. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just told you at the beginning of the video and on yesterday's mid-November overview about the reboot, we're going back to all the energy, going back to the beginning of the cycle. Forget about the collective and the fact it's the whole world getting a 2020 redo with 1 billion people manifesting it, the universe granting it. Fine. But let's just look at the connection cycle. We're going back to the beginning. We begin the reading with a card that represents that in the strongest possible way. We end the reading with a card that represents that in the strongest possible way. We are anchored. Our whole reading is bookended between the whole reboot. It depends. It depends whether they can realize some truths within themselves and get a new perspective. And for some of you, either walk away from or actually for all of you, either walk away from someone, a way of thinking, a way of being, and come toward what? The Nine of Cups. It's the Eight of Cups. She walking toward the Nine of Cups. Got to have an epiphany to do that. When the next card out is the Nine of Cups. This is you sitting on top of it. They know, with the Ace of Swords crossing, they know that you are the Nine of Cups. But they feel this. Why? Because you're reflecting a goddamn empress in the soul. Full-blown empress. Right? And I can tell you from experience, that means if you go outside, you know, if you're a woman and you're reflecting full-blown empress, you got boners popping up all around you as you walk by. It don't even matter what you look like. You might think, well, Steve, I'm real ugly. No, it's an illusion. The 3D, how we look, is an illusion. We actually are attracted to... Science has a hell of a time figuring out why we're attracted to people. Okay? It has a hell of a time actually figuring out what the life source is that runs the human body. I know, I'm in the middle of science here, okay, at my house. My house is the fucking science channel. So the bottom line is, they don't know because it's in the 5D. It's because they don't know because the 3D is an illusion, which they'll figure out eventually. They're getting close to figuring that out. They'll figure that out, and somebody will write a paper, and I'll have another eye roll moment as science catches up. But the reality is, you're reflecting. We like someone because of how their soul is reflecting, not their outer appearance. You can make yourself whatever you want. If you think you're ugly and old, you will be. That's how you'll reflect. But I should say, if you feel you're ugly and old, feel in the soul. Feeling comes from the soul. But if you think if you feel you're beautiful, you're great, you really feel it. That's why those affirmations don't work. Because the affirmations are just, you tell yourself in the mirror, I'm beautiful. But that's fine. Your brain is saying that, but unless your soul believes it, it isn't true. You need to believe it in the soul. You need to feel it in the soul. If you do, you reflect as pure empress. The universe is making you reflect as pure empress. And it's driving your person batshit crazy. But this is soul level. Even though these are minor arcana, it's a soul position. And it's rooted in a major arcana. Alright, so their soul has a resting bitch face. Their soul is Sarah Gilbert, kind of swatting at crows. The death card here tells me, yeah, we begin with a reboot, we end with a reboot. What this person does with it is up to them. The universe is saying, look, Steve, I'm doing my job. I've took the needle off the end of the record and I put it back to the beginning. I've done my job, Steve. It's up to this little fucker and this fucker as to whether or not they're going to do. Is he going to puff up with a hood and try to come talk to the King of Pentacles, male or female, Cancerians here, my static energy? Or are they going to chicken out? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out a little bit anyway for the people that aren't going to go to the extended. Because I'm not one of those used car salesman readers that fucks you off and tells you, if you want for the rest, come to the extended. Because those people make me want to fucking... I've broken 3 computer screens at people. There's this one guy, I swear to God, and he gives like some extended preview. Oh man, a fucking used car salesman, shyster asshole. I swear to God. Just making shit up. I know, okay, let's go. Death card. Death card, here we go. Fuck my ass, man. I'm tired of people getting screwed over in this world. I'm very smart, and I use it like a superpower, like Superman protects the people kind of a thing. I really do. I am... it's just fucking mind-blowing to me. Let's go. Death card. Give me a couple of cards on the death card here. Anyway, be careful out there, people. For God's sake. Truth, justice is going the way of the dinosaur. Nobody wants $1 or a yen or a fucking euro. Here we go. Rebirth. What do we got? Let's see. Rebirth. Yeah, man. Look, I'm trying. Okay? I'm going to try to get you all the answers you want. And then for those that want the extended, we'll go dig into your fucking person. The 9 of Wands. Underneath that is victory. It depends. Can they take the wall down or not? Mr. Gorbachev, take the wall down. I've been saying that a lot lately, but I keep picturing Reagan here. Is your person Ronald Reagan? Are they? Maybe Ron Jr.? I don't know. Is one of your soulmates Ron Jr.? Because Mr. Gorbachev, needs to take the fucking wall down. You know? Temperance. If they take the wall down, there's victory here. Let's see what the top says. I'm trying for you. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, it's back. Love wins the day here, kids. It all comes down to whether or not they can process this love. 2 Queen of Cups, 2 redheads. Oh my God, and a red hood. Jesus. I can't take it anymore. My dick chakra is going off like a motherfucker right now. Okay. I'm going to get handsy with these cards. She got her hands in the air. She's like, go for it. Okay. There's a lot of love here. Love is trying to push. Angel energy. The Temperance card's trying to push. It's 10 swords here. It's a total reset. It's a reset. Will they come in and work on things? I don't know. They're like a child here. Just children on this card is 3 of Pentacles. It's about building a foundation. There's an opportunity with this reset. The whole cycle has reset to the beginning. It's a reboot. Imagine your computer reboots. You sit back down and there it is. Your desktop is up. Everything is there. You're fresh. You got your RAM back. Everything's good. But if you're going to do the same shit that you did the first time that caused it to need to reboot, you're probably going to fuck it up anyway. You need to learn your lesson and not open up all those porn sites. Get all those viruses and all the spyware loaded in. Right? If you're going to do it again, the same shit's going to happen. The universe doesn't know what your person's going to do. It doesn't, because after that second Queen of Cups is a star card. It's all destiny, and the universe keeps telling me this over and over again. It told me in the November overview, destiny, you're my density, Lorraine. You know, over and over and over again. It's up in the air. I'm being honest with you. I'm not going to tell you your person's turning around and coming back on this reboot, on this reset. I cannot. For some of you, they will. For some of you, they won't. But the universe is convinced that there's enough love here that they'll see the light. For the majority of your people, they'll figure it out. But for some of you, again, you've got some kind of super fuckwit who, again, right after the star, the star says it's delayed till they figure it out. There's a lot of love here. There's a reboot happening, beginning and end. We begin the reading with it, we end the reading with it. There's double love here. 2 redheads. The universe gave me 2 redheads. I'm not going to be able to stand up after this reading for an hour. I can't go on my walk after this reading. The bottom line is, it's delayed until they figure it out. It's delayed, the star, until they figure it out. The Ace of Swords. It's the message that we got from the All Signs mid-month. It's, have they figured it out? I know my Divine Feminines, the Empresses here, have learned their lesson. I know you're finding your inner Empress. Have they? And I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in your person. I did in the beginning, but I don't now. I'm not sure they're enough of a narcissist that the Burger King comes up too much. They're enough of a narcissist, not full blown, but enough of it that they're going to have trouble with the philosophical concept I taught you of thinking about something and then thinking about yourself thinking about that something. And then going out further, thinking about yourself thinking, and then going out further and further. Okay? Your person can't do what I do. They can't pull these readings. They can't separate themselves from themselves. Even talking to you right now, I'm not here. I'm in a kestrel field. I'm in my neutral place. So they can't do that. And unless you can do that, that's the law of pure potentiality. Unless you can do that, you'll never figure stuff out in life. You'll always get stuck in your head. You'll always get stuck in 8 of Swords, or you'll get stuck with Sarah Gilbert, 2 of Swords. You have to be able to separate yourself from yourself. You have to. That's why I think everybody should study philosophy, but not everybody can handle it. It's not something that's for everyone. So if you are someone who's always going to be stuck in your head, like your person, I think for a lot of you, you have to just resolve yourself to not overthink things. You have to remind yourself not to overthink, and that way it doesn't snowball into 8 swords, 9 swords, etc. But either or, it's up in the air. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a extended. Okay, I'm going to extend this one, and I'm going to figure out what your person's doing in this Hangman. This is the most important card here. You know what we don't see again? This is now 3 readings I've pulled. Both readings, the extended and the main reading for the mid-November overview, and this reading, well, we don't see one single devil, yet he's here. It is devil energy that is preventing this person from charging in. I take this right here, miser. Misers are run by devil energy. All right? You grow up where I grew up, I've had shotguns pointed at me by misers. I was just getting my balls, sir. Well, I got mason jars buried around here. You best get out of here, boy. Okay. Well, don't shoot. I'm just, can I get my ball? kind of a thing. That kind of thing. It's devil energy. Right? Resting bitch face is devil energy. Something going on. Anyway, we're going to go into their Hangman. We're going to find out how the reboot, how exactly it's going to affect. Now I spent the reading for the mid-November looking for the devil. I'm not going to do that. I'm not looking for the devil. And you know what happens? And I'm not going to make a prediction because I'll get egg on my face, but generally speaking, we probably got a good chance of finding the devil, because when you're not looking for something, that's when you find it. And that's how life works. That's how energy works. So we'll see. So we're not going to look for the devil, but we are going to go into the Hangman. Okay, we're going to dig into your person a little bit, and we're going to find out how this reboot is affecting you, the Divine Feminine. Okay? I want to know about that, because you guys are what I'm concerned with. I'm not concerned with some little boy or little girl who can't grow a pair and feel the love here. There's a lot of love. I don't know why you're concerned with it either, to be honest with you, because you're the fucking Empress. If the universe is making you reflect that way, go ahead and be it. That's the way. I'll tell you what. Anyway, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful to you. If I help one person today, I've done my job. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Now, let's go do some wicked voodoo. And I mean it. I'm going to pull out all the stops here. We'll get the animal deck involved for sure. All right. Good luck, everybody.